right, my dear friends, how are you today? Aaron here, bringing your daily horoscope for Thursday, the 31st of December, 2020, the last day of 2020 before we welcome 2021 with open arms, the future. All right, so we're doing some final work. We've got the moon ending its journey in the sign of Cancer. Okay, early in the morning, it's going to be creating a T-square with Mars and opposite Pluto. All right. So there's two T-squares actually happening right now. We have Neptune square the nodes and Venus still conjunct the south node, but moving forward about 1 degree away from the south node today. Okay, so Neptune square the nodes is something we've been talking about our dreams, fulfilling our dreams, manifesting our dreams and our imagination into this reality, and choosing is the past going to weigh us down or a new future with different possibilities? And, you know, when things are new, things can be uncomfortable. We're going into the unknown. We also have, of course, the sun in Capricorn with Mercury ahead of the sun, which means Mercury doesn't have the light of the sun moving toward it. It's stolen the fire from the gods to give as a gift to humanity, which means the sun is behind Mercury. So there's a sense of insight coming in of going into this unknown, right? As we're completing the shadow work of the year. Mars still in its shadow for a couple more weeks, or another week at least. Okay. So let's talk about this Mars T-square here. All right, so we know about this Neptune square the nodes. All right, this is releasing my old past, valuing my life, valuing, wanting to make decisions to lead to a new future. Saturn and Jupiter here in the sign of Aquarius, focused on our future, okay? So Mars is our planet of action, our planet of go, 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 the foot on the gas pedal, the accelerator, okay? Mars is home in the sign of Aries, which is about me, my I, self, okay? And the direction, Mars is about the direction, okay? The direction I need to go in my life. Okay, so this square to the moon, which is also about my emotions, okay? This is going to be some sort of an emotional release happening. Now, this is pulled out for Thursday at 4 a.m. I'm putting this out here on Wednesday evening. Okay, some of us might feel this more later on Wednesday evening than Thursday morning, or the rest of us will certainly be feeling it Thursday morning, if not later on Thursday, or in general. Sometimes these energies, swing like a pendulum. So whenever you're feeling this, it exists. Some sort of emotional release, and almost a conflict. This is a balance here going on between my emotions and the direction I'm being pulled in, or the direction that I need to go in, my I self. And then Pluto here is about transformation, the higher octave of Mars, because Pluto is about action and acceleration as well, but active in the sense of transformation. And the sign of Capricorn, about how we govern ourselves and the authority. And this, one of the things as I was looking over the chart before starting the video that I looked at this is almost like walking out of a job. It's that energy where my emotions, there's a lot going on. We just had eclipse, this full moon, Venus on the south node. What do I value? Do I value this work? Do I feel valued at this position? Do I feel valued in this place of business? Is this where I should be? I've got Mars as well, creating a septile right now to the north node, almost furthering saying, follow my own path, go in this direction, okay? Go in this direction of the unknown. All right, and this Pluto energy here, the septile's encouraging that. Go in your direction. Or it doesn't mean go solo, it just means whatever feels, the best thing for you, not necessarily the group or the crowd, right? And the Pluto thing is like, this is how we manage ourselves, how well we're managing our emotions, emotional maturity, if you will. Okay, so if this is the situation, and apply this to any way that makes sense for you, that walking out of the job, if this is time to say, I'm done with this position, I'm done with this job for whichever reason of value or whatever the reasons may be. This is, do I just say I'm done and throw the stuff, throw the papers in the air, or do we make the mature decision and put in our 2 weeks? So this is that kind of energy that's going on, and there's a lot of emotional release going on, especially because of that Cancer full moon that we've had, okay? And then the energy seems to lighten up, or shift at least, okay, into another opposition where the moon is going to move into the sign of Leo. Oops, really fast. The moon is going to move into the sign of Leo here and begin its opposition to Saturn and to Jupiter. Okay, and of course, Saturn is about maturity and karma and doing the right thing. And Saturn and Jupiter are both focused on the future here. Okay, and the work that we do now is the consequence and outcome of what happens in the future, the cause and the effect. So while the ego, or emotionally, we might want to be done with something, throw something in the air and just go play, because that's what the ego wants to do, especially when it hits, the moon hits the sign of Leo, which can be very fun. Meaning we can have a very, very fun, very happy New Year's Eve, okay? Don't let this beginning of what I'm saying bring us down. The moon moving into the sign of Leo is very positive, and it's a really fun and joyful way to bring in the new year, start the year of 2021. What this energy is suggesting is maybe there's work to do first before we go play. This is make your bed, clean your room before you go play with your friends. So this little check-in, and this is happening at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so wherever that is to you, this check-in with Saturn here. Hey, did you finish all your chores? Did you get everything done, for tonight, and possibly whatever you need to do tomorrow morning, because who knows, before we can go play. Because that's what the moon's going to do. The moon's going to free up, and look at that. The moon starts to connect with Chiron. Okay, Chiron also forming these really cool little quintiles here. To Mercury and to the North Node. Mercury as well, that sense of authority, insight, our communication, only speaking what needs to be spoken, only saying what needs to be said. So even if it, there's no right, there's no wrong, it's follow your own path. That's the message here. If it's walking out of the job, it's walking out of the job. If it's putting in the 2 weeks, it's putting in the 2 weeks. Either way, there's a sense of how people, view you doing whatever is going on right now. Sun in Capricorn, Mercury in Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn. This is definitely eyes on us. The social image is being viewed no matter what decision we make. Okay. Aside from that, there's a playfulness. Okay. And a healing that comes into this as well. Okay, this kind of creative way to go about things in a new way, like looking at life with a new sense of authority, right? Because Mercury rules our thoughts, not just our communication, but with this like healing going on, Chiron connecting with the North Node. This is like a sense of vigor, okay, a creative new passion, a creative new drive that we don't know what 2021 can bring. Can it be worse than 2020? Potentially. Can it be better than 2020? Potentially. We don't know where it's going to go. But you know what? I'm going to put my best, face forward and one foot in front of the other and welcome it with open arms. Right? So hopefully we're feeling some of that joyful, creative, playful healing sense of self, and like, hey, whatever comes, let's just make the best of it, So Happy New Year, my friends. All right. Happy New Year. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you as always for hanging out with me. We'll see you next year.